Let's move on then, and let's speak to a company that came out with a set of numbers in the second half on Friday. Seems like a long time ago. But Hindalco, they reported a solid set of numbers. Revenues, EBITDA, both of them came in better. The margins as well expanded. But the aluminium business, well, did better actually than what the street was working with. To discuss about the past quarter and the way ahead as well, Mr. Satish Pai, the MD of Hindalco, joins us to tell us more about that. Hi, Mr. Pai. Always good seeing you, and thanks so much for joining in. Well, let's start off with the aluminium business. The upstream EBITDA is phenomenal. What's the outlook out there? And what's the outlook on pricing on aluminium itself? Because it's been in a bit of a range, as you told us the last time around. So EBITDA per ton for aluminium and price outlook as well.
I think let's start with the LME price outlook. If you remember, I have been fairly consistently saying that LME is going to be near about this 2200s till the macroeconomic environment gets clearer, people get more comfortable with the US economy, interest rates, Chinese demand, etc. So happy to say that most of it seems to be more on a positive trend. People talk about more of a soft landing scenario now. But still, a second war opening up in the Middle East. So the overall macro sentiments remain a little bit, people are worried about the risks there. So, which is why commodity prices, even oil, which you would have expected to go up, has been sort of trending downwards. So LME supply demand is very tight. LME today is around 2230, 2220 types. So I think it's going to be in this range till clarity is there on the macroeconomic environment. Now, coming to our aluminium performance in Q2, we did very well, $750 per ton EBITDA. This is largely because coal prices went down about 15% from the previous quarter. I think in Q3, as you said, coal prices have started to firm up a bit. So we are now guiding flat, that our cost of production will be flat versus Q2. So you should see this the current EBITDA per ton level continuing into Q3 as well.
All right, the current EBITDA per ton continues into Q3. Let's talk about the copper business, Mr. Pai, then. That's surprised positively yet again. I remember the last time you said that it can get better to around 600 crores, and it's more than that now in this quarter. Do you expect these levels to hold in that business?
I would guide that, we had a very good quarter with sales and prices and mix being perfect. I think we'll be in that 550 to 600 range going forward.
Got it. So that's on copper. Now, Novelis business, well, it turned around actually sooner than expected. You briefly said you'll do $500 per ton in Q4, but you did it even earlier than that. Now you're guiding for around $450 to $500 per ton. What's the odds that you maintain it at around $500 per ton and maintain it here?
No, actually what happens in Q3 is that it's the annual shutdown period. So most of the large mills take the shutdown over Christmas and New Year, which is why the Novelis people have guided that 450 to 500. So I think that Q3 will be slightly down versus Q2 because of the shutdowns, but Q4 will bounce back very strongly. And we are very confidently guiding the EBITDA per ton to be $525 a ton, and the EBITDAs to be about 500 million in Q4. Q3 will be a slight dip because of the holiday season and the shutdown maintenance plan.
Okay, all right, Mr. Pai, what about the net debt number? You've undertaken various capex, but your debt has marginally come down on a sequential basis. So my question to you is, where's this debt number headed? And what's the update on the capex front as well? How does it look like?
So look, the net debt to EBITDA, you have to compare two now. Novelis is running about 2.7, and you will see that, I think that's about the highest you will see it. And as the EBITDA goes up, that net debt to EBITDA should be around the 2.5. The India business is running at some 0.13. I mean, we have about 1,000 crores net debt, and we are generating a lot of cash. And if you notice, we have prepaid 2,200 crores of debt this last quarter as well. So I think that, we'll be spending about 4,500 crores of capex. And you should see the India net debt levels be at this level. They're not going to go up.
net debt not going to go up. But Mr. Pai, on Hindustan Copper, has there been any communication from the government?
No, we also wait to see what their plans are. No, we have not heard anything about Hindustan Copper.
What about Hindustan Copper? But Mr. Anil Agarwal as well seems to be in a bit of an interesting situation, and the hope is maybe, in fact, he could be looking at selling the Tuticorin smelter as well, if it opens up. If he's looking to sell, will Hindalco be interested in this one?
I think that, it's better to say that when the opportunity actually comes, we'll evaluate it.
Okay, all right. That's an open-ended answer. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Pai. I appreciate you joining in with that commentary on the business. Well,